So, another year, another PAX. How did it go this year? I wonder.
madmikeeygaming.
G'day all you beautiful gamers, Mad Mikey here with Getting to Know Mad Mikey Mondays, the show where I just sort of talk about what's been going on for the last week and give a few thoughts, impressions, just crap like that really. So the main thing that happened this past week, PAX just went past, came, went, it came, it saw, it kicked my feet's ass. So PAX this year, like if you watched the last week's show, I didn't do shit I'll never play because Friday was the first day of PAX and I was planning on doing a lot of sort of interviews and things like that. Long story short, I pussied out. But the funny thing was I actually got up and asked a lot of questions at the panels, so it was actually really weird. So we'll just put a spoiler out there. I actually didn't really want to go to PAX this year. I've been the past 3 years. This was my 4th year. It's the 4th year it's been in Australia. I just really felt that it's been becoming a bit much of the same. Like the exhibitor stands are all the same. They're the same expensive prices. And they all sell it at a higher price. Just obviously because it's at PAX. You'd think that exhibitors would go there and then try and sell it a bit cheaper to make sure that it gets sold. So like things like I was looking at getting a couple of Connor from Assassin's Creed figurines and whatnot. Now it was they were charging $120 for a Connor statue that I have seen numerous times at my local EB store for $100. So hell is frozen over, guys. There is a place more expensive than EB Games. Let's start off at the beginning of the Friday. So every year I've gone into the main lineup room. I just thought that was the way of things. So I got there. We got there early. Me and my friend Jack. He's actually the reason that I went this year because he'd never been. So I'm like, dude, let's go. If you've never been, you've got to at least go once, right? So we're in the line. We got up early. We got there. We were in the second queue to get in. So just one aisle fills up, then it all sort of moves down forward and whatnot. I'll put up some pictures and videos and whatnot. And I thought that was just the way it is. I always see these people standing around. I just think that they're cosplayers just hanging around waiting to get their pictures taken and whatnot. So as we roll in, they actually give out something that I was pretty excited about, and it was the sweet roll from Skyrim. Now, I texted a friend and let her know because she was actually coming, and I'm like, dude, they're giving out the sweet rolls. And she's like, does it taste any good? And I'm like, I'm a collector, so this is going to go off way before, this will be rotten before I ever eat it. But I really just wanted it for the box. Weird thing, like I just love how they've done it. The whole thing. It actually did come with the soundtrack, so, well, not, if you call this a soundtrack, it's got about 5 songs on there, totaling maybe about sort of 15 minutes. But hey, it was free, they were giving out 1,000 a day. Bethesda was actually sort of the promoters of the show, so it was actually really cool that they were doing that because I thought that they were only going to be in Sydney for when Skyrim came out. We're in the line and whatnot, and I'm like, oh god, I just really wanted to make it to the keynote because Xbox Live's Major Nelson was there. And we're just sort of standing there, and like, okay, so we've got to walk through and blah, 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 and things like that. And we got around, and we actually got a pretty good seat. We probably got about 10 rows out from the front, but to the side, so actually got some really good perspective on things. Like things that Larry's like, always be the first one to say yes, never say no, just yes, yes, yes. And just the stories that he had to tell were absolutely amazing. So I'm so stoked that I actually got. And I actually got up there and asked the question. I'll try and get it, but I did get my friend Jack to record it on my phone. But the problem was, when he was recording it, his hand was over the speaker. So we missed out on a whole lot of things. But it was up on a Twitch stream. And so I'm going to try and download that and sort of cut out the question bit because I just sort of asked him, told him that I commonly refer to Phil as Uncle Phil because I love the man. And I just sort of said, hey, have you ever said no to a beer with Phil? And he's like, I've actually had a beer with him. And I'm like, is he as awesome as he seems? And we just had a chat and I was like, if he even needs a personal janitor, just let him know that I'm in the business. So that was pretty cool. There wasn't many panels that we really wanted to go see. There was a couple after that we really wanted to see. Like my friend Jack wanted to see the music of Doom, which we got these pretty sweet pins, as you call them, pin badge set of Doom. Obviously Bethesda, as I said, hosting the show. And like I was trying to interview, as I said, I was trying to interview the cosplayers, but they either looked busy or they were getting their photos taken by professionals, not just some douche with a friggin' iPhone camera. I actually saw the infamous Harley Quinn. She's a really awesome Harley Quinn cosplayer, and I saw her there and I'm like, okay, you can do this. You know who she is. You can go up and you can say, "Are you the infamous Harley Quinn? Could I do an interview?" And my cameraman Jack was in the toilet, and as soon as he got out, she was like on the phone, and I wasn't going to bug her. I wasn't going to stand there around like a creep, like, is she off the phone yet? Is she off the phone yet? So I was just like, you know what, it's not meant to be, just walk away. She's probably going to be here all weekend, because I know that she's a cosplayer from Sydney. And then I actually finally brought up the courage to ask a cosplayer, like, just if I could take their photos. Like, yeah, it's cool. It was a Deadpool bloke, and I took a photo, and I said, "Hey, look, I'm a really small YouTube site at the moment. Can I just have an interview and put it up there? Here's my card." I actually made some cards, and I said to him, "Look, I'll upload it sometime next week. Just sort of tag yourself on my Facebook page." So, yeah, cool. So I had an interview. It was actually a really good interview. But you know what? I had the sneaking suspicion that he threw away my card. I ran into him later on the day and I said, "Look, I uploaded the your picture. Just go in and tag yourself with the link on the card." He's like, "Oh, like that." Like, he's like, "Oh, just put it in." And he's like, showed me how to log into his phone. And I went and I tagged him in there and everything. And I'm like, cool. So I went, and then he must have untagged himself. So that's kind of destroyed my confidence at the show. I said, I saw a lot of cosplayers that I know, I follow on sort of Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, those sorts of things. Like I even saw Jesyka Rose, and I walked right past her. I just looked at her. I'm like, ooh, I can't say anything. I even saw Yeliz, and she was talking to other ones, so she was always sort of busy when she was there, even though a couple of days ago, I was actually at an EV store when I bought a game, and she's like, "Are you Mad Mikeey?" Like she saw it, and she ran around and gave us a hug, and we were chatting, and she's a really cool chick, but I just couldn't do it. I don't know what, I wasn't going to hang around. She looked like she was having fun with her fellow cosplayers and whatnot. And then on the second day, really tiring day, we did a lot of walking and whatnot. And I was actually cosplaying as Connor, and we were walking around and we just saw all these Assassin's Creed guys outside taking photos, and I was looking they don't have a bloody Connor. So I've sort of walked up and we've all been and I'm walk up and I'm just mucking around with them, and they all come up to the window and we're all touching at the window. It was really funny. And then they're like, come out. So then I went out and I was just talking to them, and they're a really cool bunch of blokes and girls. They're actually part of a Assasins Guild Australia, which actually gets quite recognised a lot by Ubisoft. So I just missed out on a picture, and Ubisoft and Assassin's Creed, they all sort of tweeted out and Facebook published the photo. I did get a couple of photos with the photographer, just in one pose, but these guys were amazing. They had Evie, they had Jacob, they had the bloke from the movie, the main guy who runs it was dressed up as Ezio. They were all amazing, and I'm just in this just sort of mindly put together Connor outfit, and I'm just oh god. But they were really cool. They were chatting to me. They said, "Look, register, we'll invite you," and blah blah blah. So I've been chatting to them a bit. They're really cool. I do recommend that you go check them out. And then on the last day, which was yesterday, Sunday, sorry, I know this one's going on quite a lot. Jack, my mate, he slept in, and I wanted to go to this retro panel where Australian Retro, Mr. Australian Retro, was actually sort of doing a little thing, and I really wanted to go and have a look. But Jack slept in a bit, and so we missed it. But it actually really turned into a really great opportunity, because the night before, Ewan from Crested Australia actually sort of tweeted at me and said, "Hey, you coming to our panel tonight?" It was like, it's at 10:30. I'm like, "Dude, it is too late. I've been here all day. I'm really sorry." He's like, "That's cool." And then on Sunday he texted, he goes, "Hey, we're doing this panel at 11, and the one that I wanted to get to that we just missed was at 10:30, so we just missed it." So I went in, went up, asked a question. It was on how to be a social gamer, which, if you guys know, I'm not that much of a social gamer. So I went up and asked a question to the guys that were on the panel, and I sort of said, "I just want to thank you to Ewan to reminding me that this panel was here," and they took photos. If you follow me on madmikeeygaming, you could see that they actually recognised me before that and whatnot, and I took a sneaky selfie with him. But then I actually hung around after and had a really good chat with the bloke. He's a really top bloke, Ewan. I'll actually link him in the description. So if you guys want to follow him, I basically met this guy from listening to their podcast. It's called the Startcast. Where he actually just said, "Look, I just wait for Call of Duty games to come secondhand," and I sort of called him out and said, "Hey, developers deserve your money too," sort of thing. So if they don't get your money, then they don't make games. And he sort of "Yeah, you're right, blah blah blah," and he issued a tweet and stuff like that. But after that, I just kept tweeting on questions that they bring up on their Startcast podcast, and we just chat all the time now. It's really cool. He's a really nice bloke, and I'm really glad that Jack actually slept in and we got to actually watch it. But the cosplaying there was amazing. Check out the PAX website. Check out the Australian Cosplay Guild, because there's a lot of pictures that were taken from there. There was so many talented guys there. It was amazing, the cosplay. There was actually a lot of, as you'd probably assume, Overwatch cosplay. And there was a lot of Harleys, there was Borderlands, there was just so many great ones there. I can't sort of explain how in awe I was to actually just be walking past a lot of these people. But look, we'll stop it there. A couple of the other things that I actually picked up, we went to a Dishonored panel, got a Dishonored t-shirt, not 100% sure they'll fit me, but my pride and joy that I bought this. N7 Elite badge. So in celebration of N7 Day, because it is N7 Day here in Australia, and me being a big Mass Effect fan, I got that. That's going to go up on the mantelpiece. But guys, thank you so much if you made it to the end. Give us a thumbs up if you like. Give us a subscribe. Give us some comments and shares and whatnot. If you've got any, obviously, ideas on how I can enhance my confidence on talking to other people at gaming places. Thanks guys, have a great day.